Howdy y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. We're out at the range today with the FN 509 Edge. Stay tuned. So I took some time off of my day job so that I could get out and have a little bit of fun. It's been a while. And made me think I ought to get out and make a Nerd Gone South video and say hey to you all. And so we'll do one on this gun. This is, of course, the FN 509 Edge. I really picked this up because Daniel at Rock City Guns put me in an arm bar and made me buy it. This ain't cheap, folks. You're going to run $1,400 on this one. And I was a little skeptical when I first pulled the trigger because it seems a little gritty. So I'm not sure what happened. Daniel, he started doing stuff like this and then, and next thing you knew, I bought the thing. So, you know, we've owned the F&S line of pistols and they were good. I heard all kinds of rumors about them and I don't know what was true. I'm not sure why, but the F&S kind of died out, and FN went a different direction, came out with the 509. We have the FNX too. You can probably dig way back in the videos there and see some videos on the FNX, although it was a pretty early video, so I can't guarantee how good it is. They came out with the FN 509 line, and this is what they call their ultimate tactical representation of that pistol. I've shot probably 1,500 rounds through it, so I do have some experience with this, but let me run down kind of the feature set. So it is a larger gun. It's 17 rounds. It has a 5-inch barrel. They've got some ports here. This is just for lightening the front slide. It does have a fiber optic front sight. I've been sort of hit and miss with those over the years. I've done some aftermarket sights. That were fiber optic and wasn't a fan of how sturdy they were. I can't speak to this sight. I haven't had a problem with it yet. But obviously, you know, I've gone for a dot on the sight because this gun comes pre-cut for a dot. And what I've got here is the FN, not the FN, it's the Holosun. Oh, glasses, old guy. It's the Holosun 507C X2. These are terrific dot sights. I don't know that I can show you the reticle in that, but rather than it just being a single dot, it is literally a what you'd expect in like a scope, which really helps me catch the sight when I draw. So very nice. It has you know, 50,000 hour battery life, but it also has a solar panel on top. So works great. I've put the Surefire, this is the X300 Ultra Light on it, and we'll explain here in a little bit what the heck I'm doing with a light on a gun because I've never done that before. It's for an odd reason that you'll probably be surprised about. That thing's got some brightness. This is the middle of the day. What else can I tell you about this? We have an ambi slide release, so you've got it on the left and the right, and that works really well. The trigger on this guy is a flat facing trigger. Make sure, yeah, or flat facing. It's a flat face trigger. And if this doesn't turn out, I'll get some pictures. But anyway, it's a flat face trigger. And I gotta say, it was pretty gritty. When you take this thing, if you pull one off the shelf and you go, you won't be impressed. But when you shoot it, it's a different story. It has an incredibly crisp break and amazing tactile reset on that guy. And I have really learned to love it. This gun shines when you shoot it, and I'm going to shoot it for you here in a second. So why a light? Well, that's a great question. And the reason is, it's hard to find a holster for this, at least the kind of holster I wanted. So what we did, went with a Filster floodlight. And that's the Filster right there. These are great holsters. I've since bought one for my SIG P365 XL. I'll make another video on that, but this isn't fitted to the gun, it's fitted to the light. So you gotta have a light on there. So it gave me a way of getting a really good holster for this gun, and finally forced me into figuring out how to work with a light on my gun. So there you go. Let's see, anything else I want to yap about before we shoot a few rounds? Gonna waste some money? I don't think so. Magazines are awesome. You know, they're FN quality stuff. I think it came with 2 magazines, came with a nice case. You know, for that price it should. The only thing I have trouble with this holster is it is really difficult to reholster the gun. It's not like, and it has to do with the light, right? You kind of have to guide that thing in there, and it's, you know, obviously doing it here for you, let me make sure I'm in camera here, not a big deal, but when you've got it on your egg-shaped body, which may not be a problem with most of you, for most of you, it gets a little difficult. Another kind of cool thing about this is I can take that light off, put it on another gun, and bang, it holsters. So any of my carry guns really that have the ability to take a light, I can always work with this holster. Oh, one last thing, it does have the claw. There's the claw here, which is typically a thing most people dig for appendix carry. I'm actually finding that claw really does push it into in between my 2 chub rolls. If you've watched this channel at all, you know that's where I hide my guns, right? That's how I do my concealment, in between the, let's see. Let's get back here. In between the upper chub and the lower chub, I've got 2 fat rolls there, and the gun tucks in right there. Part of being a 3X guy in a svelte human world. So anyway, that claw really does help for me. All right, let's see if I can put this gun back on. We've got a little bit of a breeze today. Hopefully that's not making it through on the camera. I got my little fuzzy thing on the microphone here, so it shouldn't, but that breeze is really helping. Get my claw stuck in there. All right. The snaps on this holster are really good. They're easy to take on and off. I like that a lot. I store my carry guns up in a little safe at the bedside there. And I don't take them out of the holster. I just take the whole holster off and stick it in the safe. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna stop this for a second, load up some target ammo, and we'll go whammo. Look, I rhymed. Hold on. What are we gonna do? I'll shoot some steel for you, just so you can see the gun recoil and all that. Maybe do a couple of draws. This gun's a little heavy, particularly with the light and everything on it, and that extra 5-inch barrel. Even with the with the cuts in the slide to make it lighter, it's still a pretty heavy gun. So you'll notice too, when I have to reholster, I'm having to really wiggle that thing, so bear with me. It's just something I'm learning to do. Now keep in mind, reholstering is probably the dangerous thing you're ever going to do, right? People, they go to reholster and they get their cover garment or their undershirt or whatever caught down inside the holster with them, and end up pulling the trigger and shooting, in my case, their hip off or your butt cheek off. Not a fun day, and if I were you, I'd tend to avoid that. So you really, reholstering is not like a precision thing you got to do. So I'm just working it out and doing it as slow and carefully as I can. Probably make a pretty good video if I shot myself, although YouTube probably take it down. Well, maybe not. Okay. So let's just talk about kind of a little.
You got the drops.
All right. Let's try that again. Let's just shoot a few rounds and talk about it, just so sort of the recoil feel and stuff. Hold on. Alright, so when you get the magazine inserted, that comes out pretty good. Hold on, I'm going to reload another mag. Let's do that right. So yeah, when I reholster, I'm kind of having to pull the holster out a little bit so I get a good seat there. I know Alex, who Rock City Guns, he carries one of these holsters appendix style, and that's what he's just learned to pull the holster out, you know, kind of when he puts it in, pull it out and put it in. Of course, you know, I'm not doing appendix style because you'd be looking at this the whole time, right? Like, people are going, what's up with that guy? It is my gun, and I am happy to see you. That's what that comes down to. A little drink of water. Okay, I hope you all didn't hear that on camera, but hey, hot day. Let's try a couple of draws, and then what the hell? I've got a paper target up there with a nice clean head section, and I'll put you up there so you can kind of check out the accuracy. Although I'm shooting wolf steel because, hey, you know, 40 cents a round right now, but so I won't speak terribly about the accuracy here. Won't speak a lot about it. The gun's very accurate with good ammo. All right. Let's do a couple of slow draws. I didn't warm up before I came out here, so, you know, bear with me. And also I'm about 30 feet here, not like 21 feet, not gunfighting distance or anything. All right. That feels good. All right. Ooh. It's really hard to find that holster. Trigger control is your friend there, folks. Keep your finger off the trigger. Keep that booger hook off the bang switch. Much better. So these are 2/3 IPSC targets that I'm shooting from about 15 yards, I guess. Whoop. All right. All right, I'll be back about 21 feet and see what I can do for being accurate here on the head of that target. Yeah, it's not bad. All right. Let's do another 17. I'll aim a little higher. Oh, you know what I'll do is the little 5 guy in the left corner there. That's something smaller to aim at. that's more like what this gun will do. Before I kind of finish up on the gun, I want to talk about a couple of things that some local folks that have really impressed me, and I just kind of wanted to share their businesses. Want to talk about the Barn Wagon. So the Barn Wagon is a ranch producing American Wagyu beef, and it is available right here in Roxborough, North Carolina. Now these folks have just gotten started. Juan and Maria is the couple. Juan's a certified gun nut. I love the guy. Been out here to the range. They're just getting that up and running. I got my first delivery of their product, and I can't wait to try it. I am going to make videos on it, so if you go back far enough in this channel, you know I'll occasionally do a cooking video. Pisses people off, but hey, maybe I'll throw a gun in there, or I'll shoot, throw some shooting footage in just to keep you interested. But man, I got a tomahawk ribeye steak that looks like it will blow your mind. They're local folks, and love to support those local businesses. And I love me some steak, folks. So if you're local, I'll put links on how you find their site and their Facebook page and stuff here in the description of the video. If you're interested in that product, please, if you're interested in the kind of beef, support the Barn Wagon. I want to talk about this guy here, your daily dose of internet. It's a goofy channel, but man, it's really good. It's about 3 minutes. A guy just sort of curates the greatest stuff he finds on the internet. I think he posts once or twice a week or something. It's just interesting. He's got a good eye for kind of cool stuff. And if you just need, 3 minutes to sit back and go, holy crap, this is a great channel to watch. Also, if you watched my shooting review video that I did recently, again, not something I normally do, but encourage you to go out and watch police activity and support them. They, those videos are hard to monetize and hard to turn up in the YouTube algorithm. And they do have a Patreon page if you appreciate that kind of content. I'm a Patreon supporter of theirs. I encourage you to go out and do so as well. Last but not least, I want to talk about Rock City Guns. Look, folks, I'm a computer software guy, right? I don't have time to do all of the reading that I used to about firearms, and so I rely heavily on the guys at Rock City Guns to keep me informed and to help me when stuff isn't working right. Alex and the boys there, and Rick, the owner, they treat me well, but they treat all of the people here in my hometown of Roxborough incredibly well. They're honest. They do their best to provide the best deals they can. They make a fair profit. And what more can you ask for? I can guarantee you, through all of this craziness that we've seen, there is no gouging going on out of Rock City Guns. That is on the level. So if you're local or you happen to be in this area, stop by and tell the guys, hey, and you heard about them from Nerd Gone South. Don't talk much to Daniel, because he'll do put the whammy on you, and you'll walk out with all your money stolen, because that's what that friggin' guy does. All right, let's finish up talking about this gun. For a full-size handgun, it's the finest full-size handgun I've ever shot, striker fired. There's 1911s out there that are crazy, but it ain't cheap. Are there other guns less expensive that are comparable? Beats me. I only own this one. I don't have a lot. This is the only high-end striker-fired pistol I've ever owned. So all I can tell you is about this one, and I love it. I'm not, I'm an okay guy out here at the range doing self-defense stuff, right? I've learned and practiced enough to be able to do that, I think, okay. Enough to where I feel like I can teach people and help them. So I'm not a long-distance shooting guy, right? I can take this gun back at 40, 50 yards and hit man-sized steel plates pretty much 80, 90%. For me, that's pretty fantastic. I don't get out and do a lot of target shooting. So A lot of that has to do with the red dot. I can't speak highly enough about Holosun. These run about $300 compared to the $700 that you'd pay for other brands. Everything that we've read and studied about these Holosuns is that they are every bit as rugged. So a lot of that has to do with the red dot. What else can I say? So the light, you know, it's really bright. It's not something I've trained with. It's something that I need to do more practice with. I probably need to spend some time with Glenn Jefferson, my instructor, to learn really what the proper manipulation of it is. And so if I do that, I'll get back to you. I do like the fact that it counters the weight. It provides a little more muzzle heft and keeps the muzzle flip down. These 509s are kind of high bore access, but even without the light, when I shot this, they've countered that well with the internal parts. I don't have all of the details about every little change that they've made from the stock 509. I've heard it is considerable. If you get a chance to get into a gun store where they have one of these, pull the trigger. I think you'll notice the difference. So what else is coming up for Nerd Gone South? You know, I know a lot. Every time I post a video, there's usually a couple of folks say, hey, it's good to see you posting videos again. You know, if you don't know, my channel got demonetized because of the content a while back, so, you know, it never really made money. I always did this for you guys, for the 200 or 300 views I get on most of the videos. I used to get, you know, sometimes thousands of views when I hit the YouTube algorithm, and that just doesn't happen anymore because they really don't want this kind of content on the platform. And I don't begrudge them that. They've got a customer to serve, and we're their product, right? They're going to put up product that sells. And their customers are advertisers. They advertise on the platform. The advertisers don't want their ads playing on gun content. So, you know, you and I don't agree with it, but Google's a business, right? They're not the government. They don't have a requirement to according to the Constitution to be a platform for free speech. They're a business trying to make profit, and their job is to sell advertising. And so the content they provide has to be suitable to the advertiser. So, you know, hey, it's their thing. It's just the only viable place for me to put videos. So I don't, you know, I don't care about that stuff. I do this for fun and to just share it with you know, your core nerdites out there. I really appreciate when you guys, you know, high-five me when I'm in town or whatever. That's always fun. If you do spot me, I love talking to all y'all. So certainly don't be afraid to come up and say, hey, nerd, or Wes. That's my actual name. But anyway, you know, I'll get out and make videos when I can. Sometimes if I got something to say, I might just, you know, snap something with my camera phone. So I hope you don't mind the, you know, kind of lower production quality of some of that stuff. And I imagine everybody who's interested in the gun is already shut this video off. So this is really just for you guys that watch to the end. I'll probably be making that video here soon as I get around to it. I picked up an MKE MP5 or MP5S or SP5. I don't know what H&K calls it. It's a semi-automatic MP5 pistol with the you know, terrible evil stabilizing brace. That's an amazing gun. I got to go through. I've got a bunch of guns that I haven't talked about yet on the channel. I need to go figure out what those are and get you guys some videos out. So hopefully throughout the summer I'll be making periodic videos. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nice day. Going to be a beautiful weekend. 4th of July coming up. Looking forward to that. I'm going to be in Seattle for about a week next week. So if there's any of you out there, any of my buddies out from Seattle, ping me. And I got to see a lot of people bringing the family out this time. So don't know if I'll have time, but ping me anyway. All right. Well, that's about it. Always remember, folks, anyone could shoot and have fun. We'll see you next time.